Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology, exploring the intricate workings of the human mind. Get ready for a cosmic journey as we unravel 12 mind-bending facts that will challenge your perceptions and leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about yourself and others. We're going to take a trip inside that 3-pound universe we each carry around in our skulls. We're going to look at the quirks, the biases, the downright strange ways our brains process the world. These aren't just fun facts to pull out at parties, though they certainly work for that. These are insights into the very fabric of our thoughts, feelings, and actions. So buckle up, get ready for some serious brain twisting, and let's unlock the secrets of the human psyche together. Have you ever held two conflicting beliefs at the same time? Like, you love the planet, but you also really enjoy that gas-guzzling muscle car? That, my friends, is cognitive dissonance. It's that mental discomfort we experience when our actions don't line up with our beliefs, and it's a powerful force. It can make us change our behavior or our beliefs just to ease the tension. Think about someone who continues to smoke even though they know it's bad for them. They might downplay the risks or convince themselves that they'll quit soon. It's the brain's way of saying, hey, let's get our stories straight here. Cognitive dissonance shows we're not always rational. We're driven by emotions, ego, and the need to feel good about ourselves. Remember when Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s? Wait, he didn't? He died in 2013? You could have sworn it was earlier and you wouldn't be alone. The Mandela effect is a fascinating phenomenon where large groups of people share a vivid but false memory of an event. It makes you wonder, is our collective memory that unreliable? Some people point to alternate realities or glitches in the matrix. But the more likely explanation is that our brains are constantly taking in information, trying to make sense of the world. Sometimes that process gets a little creative. We fill in gaps, blend memories, and get influenced by others. The Mandela effect is a stark reminder that our memories are not infallible recordings, but rather interpretations of events filtered through our own unique perspectives. We humans have a knack for cherry-picking information. We tend to seek out and favor information that confirms our existing beliefs, while conveniently ignoring anything that contradicts our worldview. This, my friends, is confirmation bias in action. Think about political debates. People on both sides of an issue will often point to the same piece of evidence as proof they're right, interpreting it in a way that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs. Confirmation bias is everywhere, from the news we consume to the friends we choose. It's a powerful force that can blind us to alternative perspectives and make it difficult to have objective discussions. The key to overcoming confirmation bias is to actively seek out diverse viewpoints, even if they make us uncomfortable. Remember, the truth is often found in the grey areas, not in the black and white extremes. Chapter 4, the Pygmalion effect, the power of high expectations. Ever notice how when someone believes in you, you rise to the occasion? That's the Pygmalion effect. High expectations lead to high performance. In a study, teachers were told certain students were gifted. Those students perform better due to higher expectations. The Pygmalion effect shows the power of belief. Believing in someone's potential changes how we treat them. We offer more opportunities and support. This helps unlock their true potential. Remember the Pygmalion effect. Believe in them, set high expectations, and watch them flourish. Chapter 5, the bystander effect, the paradox of help. You'd think that the more people who witness an emergency, the more likely someone is to help, right? Well, that's not always the case. It's called the bystander effect. The more bystanders, the less likely anyone helps. We assume someone else will act. It's a diffusion of responsibility. Next time, be the one who steps up. Make a difference. Chapter 6. The illusion of transparency. We're not as obvious as we think. Ever get nervous speaking in public, convinced that everyone can see how anxious you are? We tend to overestimate how well others can read our emotions and thoughts. This is the illusion of transparency. We think we're broadcasting our inner states like a neon sign. But the truth is, people are far less attuned to our subtle cues than we imagine. They're often too wrapped up in their own thoughts and concerns. This illusion can lead to misunderstandings and missed connections. We might hold back from expressing ourselves, assuming others will just get it, when in reality, clear communication is key. So, the next time you're worried about your feelings being obvious, remember the illusion of transparency. People aren't mind readers. Be direct, be open, and don't be afraid to share your authentic self. Chapter 7. Anchoring Bias, the Power of First Impressions. Our brains love shortcuts. When making judgments or decisions, we often latch on to the first piece of information we receive, the anchor, and it disproportionately influences our subsequent thinking. Think about negotiating a price. The first offer, even if it's outrageous, sets the anchor. Everything else is then judged relative to that initial number. Anchoring bias is everywhere. It affects how much we're willing to pay for a product, how we evaluate someone's performance, even how we vote in elections. Being aware of anchoring bias is crucial for making rational decisions. Don't be afraid to question the anchor, to seek out alternative perspectives, and to adjust your thinking accordingly. Chapter 8. The Spotlight Effect, Our Imaginary Audience. Ever feel like all eyes are on you, judging your every move? Like you're walking on a stage, the center of everyone's attention? That's the spotlight effect in action. We tend to overestimate how much others notice our actions or appearance. We think we're under a constant spotlight, when in reality, people are far less observant than we think. This can lead to social anxiety, self-consciousness, and a reluctance to put ourselves out there. But remember, the spotlight is rarely as harsh as we imagine. So the next time you feel self-conscious, remember the spotlight effect. People are too busy with their own lives to be constantly scrutinizing yours. Relax, be yourself, and don't let the imaginary audience hold you back. Chapter 9. The Dunning-Kruger Effect, the Paradox of Expertise. Here's a cosmic irony. The less competent we are at something, the more likely we are to overestimate our abilities. This is the Dunning-Kruger effect in a nutshell. Think about that friend who thinks they're a fantastic singer despite their tone-deaf renditions of your favorite songs. They lack the skills to recognize their own shortcomings. On the flip side, true experts often underestimate their abilities. They're more aware of the complexities of their field and the vast amount they still don't know. The Dunning-Kruger effect highlights the importance of humility and continuous learning. True knowledge comes from acknowledging our limitations and constantly striving to expand our understanding. Chapter 10. Pareidolia, Finding Meaning in the Randomness. Ever look at a cloud and see a bunny rabbit or a face in a piece of toast? That's pareidolia at work. Our brain's tendency to perceive meaningful patterns in random stimuli. It's why we see faces on Mars, hear hidden messages in music, and find conspiracies in coincidences. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns and make connections, even when none exist. Pareidolia is a reminder that our perception is subjective, shaped by our experiences, beliefs, and expectations. It's what makes us human, but it also makes us susceptible to illusions and misinterpretations. Chapter 11. Emotional Contagion, Catching Feelings Like a Cold. Ever notice how being around positive people can lift your mood, while negative people can bring you down? Emotions are contagious. We unconsciously mimic and adopt the emotions of those around us. Think about a time you laughed just because everyone else was laughing, even if you didn't get the joke, or how a friend's excitement can make you feel excited too. Emotional contagion is a powerful force that shapes our social interactions. It highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with positive influences who uplift and inspire us. Chapter 12. The Zeigarnik Effect, the Unfinished Symphony. Ever start a task and then get distracted by something else, only to have that unfinished task nagging at the back of your mind? That's the Zeigarnik Effect. Our brains hate unfinished business. We remember incomplete tasks more vividly than completed ones. It's like an itch we can't scratch until we finally finish what we started. This effect can be both a blessing and a curse. It can motivate us to complete important tasks, but it can also lead to anxiety and distraction if we have too many unfinished projects. The key is to find a balance between starting new things and seeing them through to completion. Our brains will thank us for it. Thanks for watching. If you found these psychological facts as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing insights into the human mind. The human mind is a vast and complex universe full of wonders and mysteries. By understanding the quirks and biases that shape our thoughts, feelings, and actions, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep marveling at the incredible power of the human mind. See you next time.